Professed Cookery by Anne Cook. Professed cookery, containing boiling, roasting, pastry, preserving, pickling, potting, made wines, jellies, and part of confectionaries, with an essay upon the lady's art of cookery, together with a plan of housekeeping, by Anne Cook, teacher of the true art of cookery, the 3rd edition. London. Printed for and sold by the author at her lodgings in Mr. Moore's Cabinet Maker, Fuller's Rents, Holborn. Price 6 shillings. To the reader. If long experience make all fools wise, it will enable me to criticize. A poor mind, if known, might be concealed. Mean poverty is shown when it's revealed. A lady claims such skill in dressing meat, prescribes to lords and ladies what to eat. From what she does collect makes up a book, assumes the author and the sovereign cook. Of so much art that each ignorant maid, by reading it, is mistress of the trade, shall know to do the art of cookery well, examines not for judgment, taste, or smell. Look and behold the lady's introduction, her noble progress promised by instruction. The lower sort makes choice of for to sway, and says will treat them in their own way. For such a teacher's reformation pray. To fleece the poor low servants to get wealth, and collect surfeits to destroy all health. Can this be honesty or pilfering stealth? Robbers on the highway may take a purse, but who steals away health is 10 times worse. Good cooks are blessings and bad cooks a curse. The cookery art got birthright and a blessing, which all true Israelites are still possessing. Jacob's good broth, Rebecca's savory meat, sets forth the worth of cooks that are complete. She steals from every author to her book, infamously branding the pillaged cook, with trick, booby, juggler, legerdemain, write pages to bear up vainglory's train. Can this be honor to the British nation, to gild her book with defamation? As slander harbors in the dunghill kind, so heroines abound in a generous mind. If genealogy was understood, it's all a farce, her title is not good. Can seed of noble blood, or renowned squires, teach drudges to clean spits and build up fires? To preface cullises goes too far to show whether the pedigree be high or low. Such laws, thrift, and mere ostentation sets forth the great roast ruler of the nation. Well has she marketed her little wit, by a great artifice linked close to it. Poor cunning art sometimes finds ways to rise up to such heights as might the world surprise. Can cream be thought a proper sauce for fish, or salmon baked in milk a wholesome dish? If epicures full of such meat should cram, their stomachs they might lose, and the cooks damn. When appetite is gone, health may depart, but she relieves this by her cookery art. A chapter for the sick she has prepared, wherein she shows her skill and great regard. Says she meddles not in the physic way, but nurse and cooks must her precepts obey. Directions proper for sick ladies meet, besides what doctors shall prescribe to eat. Her first charge given to nurse and cook for food is mutton and roots, be they bad or good, to abate the sickness or inflame the blood, of butcher's meat gravy as strong as glue, to restore health and give them spirits new. And when so weak as to take little food, affirms the cordial will do them most good. To very weak beef broths a hearty drink, let fainting ladies on their matron think. Another cordial draught she has in store, and bids the nurse give the sick one draught more. a gill of pork broth in the morning soon, if their stomachs will take the same at noon. If nurse and cook obey their teacher's will, sore may the sick mourn at her uncouth skill. Bad does she boil, and full as ill she roasts. Good meat does spoil, yet of her cookery boasts. Had she of Tom Thumb made a new translation, such dictates might divert the whole nation. So great a progeny of Lady Blunder might make beaux laugh till their sides burst asunder. So many critics in novel and history, yet very few knows aught of the cook's mystery. She must descend down from the sap-skull race, that such great surfeits give so bold a grace, and one likewise whose fancies was scant, makes up a book for to relieve that want. Here, there, and yonder cookery fragments gathers, and dresses up her doll in borrowed feathers, adds to her pickings up a cookery guess, commits the grand affair into the press, cries of all books yet printed, hers the best, read it but maids, and soon your dinner's dressed. Be kitchen bustlers, learn both trade and trick, your teacher shows to surfeit, whole and sick. Then cries, who prints her book or any part, she'll prosecute for stealing cookery art. Look at the lady in her title page. How fast it fells the book and gulls the age. A kitchen dairy is the lady's book, and says there's all things fitting for the cook. Bids other ladies sit and take their ease, she'll teach them cooks that shall with judgment please. Ignorant maids says, as they are great sinners, they'll buy the book and dress up ladies' dinners, and spell and put together it will read, and in the art of cookery shall proceed. Famous artist, great kitchen director, why might she not as well turned architector? Laid plans for houses, set forth rules and lines, and bid the ploughman build up her designs. Delude illiterate men as well as maids to professed builders and masters of trades, and when she's filled the world brimful of wonder, to see her various ways found out to plunder, vainglory brattling forth like blasts o' thunder, sole house director of the British Isle, sounds out the trumpet of self-praise, while a professed cook, born in a homely cottage, beholds the surfeits of her meat and pottage, muses upon the purport of the book, with God fends meat, but who could fend? With God sends meat, but who could send the cook? This cottager esteems herself free-born, that trick and bite and all impostors scorn. She ne'er beheld the splendour of a court, nor has she learned rhetoric to support. Had she known grammar, might made better rhyme, words more connect and of a style sublime. Critics may pick the faults out of her satire, and see the want of letters, not of nature, or say the lady might expect submission from one so far beneath her in condition. To better birth, superior worth, and merit, she homage pays with body, soul, and spirit. Yet criticizers' sentiments may pass, what title can be due to broken glass? But if the book want justice, truth, and reason, fair regulating can't be deemed a treason. Cooks of sound judgment may be called discreet, who use precaution what they give to eat, would rather to their breasts present a knife, as make known surfeits to give pain to life. Right kitchen cookery purifies the blood, helps to keep health and constitution good, which to preserve requires the purest reason. Who corrupts meat with mixtures out of season, health impairs and guilty is of treason, or teaches what they do not understand, grudge not them getting public reprimand, or claims an art of which they are no judge, if they're detected by a labouring drudge. Who thinks the crime on artifice to soar, the same to lash impostors till they roar? She on a proverb oftentimes have thought, it's best for ladies what is dearest bought. If so her cookery does them good, which to refine she many a hot fire stood. Bought it with health, strength, and resolution, and paid for it a robust constitution. A gem that far exceeds talents of gold, for this superior gem she fairly sold. Oppressed with aches and pains, 'twas her pleasure. What gave these pains brought forth the cookery treasure. In persecution her soul did aspire to a reward for what she lost by fire. Yet as the drudge ne'er had a servile spirit, nothing she asks but what's due to merit. She wants no praise, if she's not best deserving. In her slow pace can keep herself from starving. If approbation is given to her mystery, and she enabled to write out her history, the world will then see which way, what way, how, hardships was laid for her to wrestle through. 18 years cook and mistress of an inn, during the whole encouraged not lewd sin. Dukes, lords, ladies, many worthy esquire, came to her inn and often did admire how she found cookery to fit all their palates, both nobles, gentles, to the chamber valets. To please her virtuous guests she took great delight, would not connive with vice to gain their might.